is some of the most pathetic shit I've read on the internet. Astrology isn't racism for white women. Racism is racism for white women. We're so back! We're so back! Here it is! This video, the title is awesome. Are women okay? Well, as a woman, I'll answer before we start. No. Women are not okay. I am also not okay. Lucy, you're flat. Me, when I read that, is like, Lucy, you're fat. And I was like, God damn, bro. Jesus Christ. Like, what did I say that pissed you off so much? What did I say that pissed you off so much that you had to call me fat at that exact moment? Guys, thank you for the gifts, though. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's watch the fucking video.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And Raytheon stock. War is a terrible thing, and this war has been happening for a very long time. From before—
Why does she look like Boxy?
Most of us were born, and will be raging on after we're long gone. I'm of course talking about the gender war. Men
the gender war!
For those of you who've been following me for the past year, you know of my ongoing research into the man question.
Stop it. Stop it.
Is approved by me.
Thank you for ruining both my and Shoe on Head's reputation all in one fell swoop with that one. Anyway, continuing.
Question. From learning how to be a real man, if you're a grown-ass man and you wear a seatbelt in the passenger seat, you are likely to be a raging homosexual. To judging—
They really do be saying shit like that. They really do be saying shit like that. All the fucking time. All the fucking time, man. Wait, did somebody say that the audio and the what the fuck you call it is out of sync? Hold on. Maybe you're delusional, but maybe you're right. I'll check. Is it? Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna re-fucking start the video. You guys did this to me. You guys fucking did this to me. You ruined the VOD. You've ruined the fucking VOD. How does it feel? How does it feel to be a VOD ruiner? You're the worst of the fucking worst. A VOD ruiner. That's what you are. You're sorry? You're not sorry. If you were sorry, why are you doing it? If you're sorry, then why are you doing it? If you're sorry, then why are you like this? Explain that for me. Okay, let me know if this fixes it. Blah. Chatty, does this fix the problem?
War. What is it good for?
Does that fix the problem? Are we good?
Looks
good to me. Looks fine. Yep. Okay. Iron Fist, thank you for the gifts, though. I appreciate it. There was no problem. Well, if there was a problem, now there's not. Restarting the fucking video because you guys distracted my ass. Also, let's do this. I have attention span issues.
Absolutely nothing. And Raytheon stock.
Fuck. Fuck! It happened again.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And
Absolutely nothing.
War is a terrible thing, and this war has been happening for a very long time. From before most of us were born, and will be raging on after we're long gone. I'm of course—
The gender war used to be about things where it's like, I wish my husband would stop beating me when he gets home. And now it's like, why does my husband carry groceries like that? It makes him look like a woman.
Of course, talking about the gender war. Men versus women. For those of you who've been following me for the past year, you know of my ongoing research into the man question. From learning how to be a real man, if you're a grown-ass man and you wear a seatbelt in the passenger seat, you are likely to be a raging homosexual. To judging men's living spaces,
by another man,
men
apparently.
will literally not buy a TV stand, but will have 2 mini fridges. To examining their interesting dating rituals.
Wish your toes were in my mouth right now.
I mean, hey. And although this journey is far from over, I decided to take a break to focus on the fairer sex. That's right, the women. There are many things—
The fairer sex? Women aren't fair at all. They're mean. I can't deal with women. They're fucking mean. Ikoshin, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate it.
women love in this world. Flowers, chocolate,
like rubbing my
pumpkin
hands
spice
together.
lattes, cute animals, shopping.
That's white women, Shu. Jesus
complaining
Christ.
and nagging. Am I right, fellas?
Oh yeah, that is universal.
Else,
that one is.
Women love posting their own L's.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me.
No, they really do. Sorry for interrupting it here, but this is reminding me of how there are bitches on TikTok who will, like, they hate their boyfriends or their husbands, and they will just record their husband or their boyfriend doing something that they don't like, and then they'll upload it to TikTok. What are you looking for? What are you looking for when you upload this shit to the internet? For people to, like, pat you on the back and say, wow, that's so horrible. Wow, that really sucks. I'm so sorry for you. Bitch, if you don't like it and you're posting it for attention, leave the fucking relationship. Jesus Christ.
And this year, I have had chlamydia twice.
I understand that STDs can happen to anyone, but twice the same one? I feel like you're just not respecting your body at that point. You're not protecting yourself. You're not taking the easy steps and measures to make sure that you're safe.
So I've been working on a pretty big video, and I thought it would be nice to take a little break and make some trash content, because I know you guys love the trash content. I feel like the last two videos were a little more serious than I usually am, so I feel like it's trash time. So let us answer the question on everyone's mind.
Oink, oink, oink.
Are women okay? No.
No.
No, they are not. But before we get into this deep dive into the psyche of the modern woman, let's quickly get into today's sponsor. Are you tired of this happening to you? Introducing AG1.
Oh my god, guys, AG... Wait, why is she changed her whole look? She changed her whole look. Did the sponsor say, can you make yourself look like a mommy for this ad? Can you, like, put on the red lipstick and get yourself on like a dress and then the big glasses? Can you make yourself look like 5 years older, bare minimum? We're looking for a certain vibe for this advertisement. I appreciate that she put in the fucking sponsorship portion right here.
Thank you, as always,
Very
the viewer,
cool.
for not skipping the ad. Now let's get back to the video. From posting about their old high school teachers subscribing to them on OnlyFans, to posting about their boyfriends cheating on them with their own mothers. Women love posting their own L's. I would know, despite rumors. I am a woman. Now for the boomer demographic who watches me who doesn't know what an L is, an L is a loss and a W is a win. And for the Zoomer demographic that watches me... Gat, Ohio Rizzler.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
When you try to be petty and request money from your ex and accidentally send it. Here's $100 for wasting my time and being a cheater. L. Absolute L. My ex-boyfriend is now gay, and my ex-girlfriend is now straight. Call that conversion therapy. When I helped the guy I was in love with get his girl because I thought maybe he'd fall in love with me in the process. No! Why did she think that?
I'm sorry. There's no way that women go on the internet and call men incels and then they post something like that. Are you dead ass for real? You're dead ass for real. Hold on. No.
Life is not TV. You're
No. When I helped the guy I was in love with get his girl because I thought maybe he'd fall in love with me in the process. This is some of the most pathetic shit I've read on the internet.
In love with me in the process. No! Why did she think this would work? Life is not TV! You are not the main protagonist of a Hallmark Christmas movie! Just remember the time I went on a first date to the London Zoo, and at the gate he asked if I would mind paying for my own ticket, which I said I would, at which point he pulled out a 2-for-1 voucher, so I paid for my ticket and he went in for free. I had to break up with him. Our signs weren't compatible. Once again, here we go. Astrology is racism for white women. I'm a Gemini. And he told me not to flush when I peed at his house to save money, so I obliged.
What? Astrology isn't racism for white women. Racism is racism for white women.
Until I went through his Discord and found pics of him drinking it. Oh no. I invited him to the crib, cooked for him, gave him the sloppiest neck you can manifest in your mind.
What the fuck?
Let him fold me like an origami bird, called him an Uber, then blocked him and never spoke to him again. I really beat him to the punch. We are learning the game too fast. Wow.
Haha! Guys, I had sex with him a lot, and then I blocked him because I'm ahead of the curve. I knew he was gonna do that to me, so I did it first. Ha! I know the game. Yeah, I showed him. Oh, I fucking got him. We women, you can't look down on us. We get it.
Oh, you sure showed him. When I broke up with a white boy and he deleted his Stop Asian Hate story. Guys, my friend got banned from Tinder because she'd show up to dates without makeup and the dudes kept reporting her as a catfish. Oof. I don't know, I've always quickly shown the men I've dated what I look like without makeup because I figure if you don't love me at my naked-faced gremlin, you don't deserve me at my 2006 MySpace mid-e-girl. I wanted this man to be vulnerable with me for so long. He finally called me yesterday and opened up, but the second he started crying, I lost all interest in him quickly. Women be like, men need to show their emotions till a man shows their emotions. I told my husband not to buy me a Christmas.
It's actually kind of crazy. I see this a lot. This is what guys say. Like, they say that the equivalent of would you rather meet a man or a bear in the forest is basically would you rather tell a tree or a woman about your emotions? And all the guys choose the fucking tree.
Present. I'm fuming that he actually isn't. Do not, I repeat, do not listen to women when they say this. Oh, I'm going to McDonald's. Do you want anything? No. Bullshit. Get them fries. I will never forget this guy I was seeing.
She's right. Guys, we just don't want to sound like a fat whore. We just don't want to sound like a fat whore. Okay? You know? Just bring back some fries or something. And then we're supposed to be like, oh, I told you not to get me anything. Starts fucking eating the shit out of those fries.
He didn't text me back for 3 days. And when he finally texted me, I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I was just watching The Sopranos. When you are on your third kid and third baby daddy at 23, it's the hypersexual personality with a breeding kink for me.
That's not... I love how she's like mixing up funny ass examples like the when he took Stop Asian Hate out of his bio after he broke up with me. That shit's funny. And then you get to this shit. Is she dead ass? You're giving birth to real life human beings because you, quote, have a fucking breeding kink? Get therapy. And give your children to people who will actually love them.
Okay, for the last time, you do not have a breeding kink. That is called being a woman. It is not a fetish. It came free with your genetics. Someone just asked my due date. I am not...
Guys, I have a breeding kink. Isn't it so kinky and weird? I just want a guy to just like inseminate me so that I can propagate the human race. For some reason, I just can't figure it out. It must be something strange. It must be a quirk of mine. The fact that like I kind of want a guy to just like, you know, bust a nut. I don't know. I guess I'm a freak. I guess I'm a wild one.
Pregnant. A reminder, once again, that unless a woman tells you she is pregnant, please don't assume. It's really hurtful.
Someone just got called pregnant.
Do not do this. I have seen this actually happen in real life. The internet will never know when I'm pregnant, by the way. They'll just have to assume I'm eating good. I was talking to this guy I met on Tinder, having the best conversations while we sipped on our boba, but when he found out my body count was close to triple digits, the conversation got quiet. He ghosted me after and blocked my Instagram, 23. Snapchat, and TikTok. Do all guys really care that much? Maybe I should start telling my dates that I'm a virgin instead. Yes, guys care that much. And not just guys, and especially triple digits. If you're somebody who
triple digits is a lot. It's a lot. That's so fucking many. Like, Jesus Christ, you're trying to break a record at that point. Inactives, thank you for the 23 months, blah, blah. I do feel like the obsession with body count is kind of excessive sometimes, you know? But at the same time, triple fucking digits? I wouldn't date somebody with triple digits either.
Take sex seriously, and you think it's a special...
Also, you're lucky that he just ghosted you and he didn't fucking call you a whore. Like, you know, he just acknowledged to himself, you know what? Nope, I can't deal with that. And then he just fucking ghosted you. He could have gone off and said, you know what? You're a huge fucking slut.
Thing, or you're a virgin, or you yourself have a low body count. It's perfectly acceptable to care about body counts. But if you a hoe, or if you a man hoe, and you care about the other person's body count, you're a fucking hypocrite. But I feel like even if you are a hoe or a man hoe with like a 20-something body count, I feel like you could still judge someone who's in the triple digits. How do you even meet that many people? I don't even know 15 people. I'm gonna give this one a W because I'm just impressed. That's just impressive. When I got pulled over for speeding and the nice officer said I could just show him a picture of license instead because I forgot my wallet, and watched me scroll past multiple boob pictures, and I couldn't tilt my phone the other way because my dad was in the other seat. Okay, there is nothing more stressful and anxiety-inducing than handing someone your phone to show them a picture, and you're just like, okay, give it back. Because if they accidentally swipe, they're gonna be seeing your hentai horse futa.
Thank God, thank God. I thought she was gonna say, they're gonna see your nudes, and I was like, this is unrelatable content. But yeah, sometimes I save like yaoi shit to my phone, so I don't really have this happen to me a lot, but when it does, I totally relate.
Am I right? Who among us does not have that on their phone? I remember one time I was so obsessed with a boy that I found out his address, his mom and dad's number. I would call his mom, and when she answered, I would make up lies about him so he got his phone taken away so he didn't talk to other girls.
Me when I
his
admit
family
to
members'
stalking.
names, how many times he moved houses, what schools he went to, found all his family photos, found all the girls he messed with so I could become friends with them. What's crazy is
this is only cute when an anime girl does it. Hi, Maria.
men will look at this and they'll be like, I could fix her. Okay, so when I was in 3rd grade, I had a crush on this guy, but he had a crush on this other girl, and I cried about it to my mom, and my mom was like, who cares? They're not gonna get married. And that made me feel better until I saw today that they did in fact get married. This reminds me when people are like, oh, like, don't worry, your school bully is gonna be fat and ugly in the future. No, my school bully is a fucking bodybuilder now. She could kick my ass. It's important to remember that you were not the main character, and sometimes good things happen to people you do not like.
I have no idea
and
what
honestly,
happened to my bullies
you're
in high
27
school.
years old. Time to move on from your 3rd grade crush. A guy I was hooking up with told me I was getting chubby and I should eat less. I just ate an entire fucking pizza. Fuck you, Brian.
My favorite is like the amount of upvotes this gets. Like, oh. See, here's the thing. The fact that you went and ate an entire pizza in response means that his comment got to you. And so you altered your behavior in response. I don't know. I don't see this as a dub.
Do not do this. Do not spite eat to get back at someone calling you fat. You go to the gym and you get... What is happening?
She's about to be arrested by the fucking...
Really,
oh my God.
Me because I posted a TikTok about guys with piercings and he didn't have any.
She just said go to the gym.
Kind of the man's L here. Women will often talk about what they're attracted to and what their type is, and they'll talk about like what men they find handsome, and like men who like that woman will like constantly obsessively compare themselves to those features and those people. They'll be discouraged because they don't look anything like them. Like maybe she likes blonde hair and maybe he has brown hair. But if she likes you, she will make an exception. And maybe she's attracted to things she didn't even know she was attracted to until she met you. Congratulations to the man who had matched with me.
I think that if you like someone, you start to like the things that like they do. Like the things about them. I don't really believe in types so much as just like if somebody likes you, then they'll start to find the things that you do and your little quirks endearing, right? I mean, usually I feel like I have a thing for characters who have blonde hair and green eyes, girl or guy. But then also, no, I don't, because just because you have that doesn't mean that I fucking like the character. It's all down to the personality.
The moment I told him I was a journalist. Keep it classy, Middle America. Also, guess whose name I'm running through the court records tonight?
Oh.
What a Chad. Do not date journos. You unmatched me on Tinder, so now I'm gonna run your name through the courts.
That's
okay,
insane.
Psycho. Oh, of course you worked for Jezebel. Rest in piss. Women need to start using men for sex. Sleep with them and block them. Give them a taste of their own medicine.
What would you get out of that? Like what would you get out of that, you fucking psychopath?
Who wants to tell her? No, but really, not all men do that, so now you're just contributing to this cycle of abuse. Do not do this, woman L. My boyfriend said he was into BDSM, so he'd have me doing burpees, planking, wall sits, and push-ups. I was into it, and he said he loves watching girls get pushed to their physical and mental limits when they submit to him. And after a few months of this, he admitted he was just trying to get me in better shape because he didn't like having sex with me as much as he did at my old weight. Should I be offended? Okay, this one is just funny. Wait, what are these ages? 18 and 29. My old weight?
Oh!
Me and my boyfriend were hanging a TV and I told him to just let me do it. And now there's 30 holes in the wall. How do I tell him I need him to do it? Let your man do man
We've witnessed
things.
a crime.
Men were built for war and hunting. And now they're stuck in cubicles for 8 hours a day doing Microsoft Excel. The least you could
Make
do
it stop, make it stop, make
is
it
let
stop.
a man hang a damn TV. I don't care if you can open the jar yourself. Give it to him. Men in captivity need to feel like they have a purpose.
Shadi, I really wish that you could live in my basement for real so I could bring the pickle jars to you because I hate opening them on my
19
own.
months
I
later.
literally have to assault my senses to open pickle jars. First, because I'm too weak. But second of all, because the method that I use to open pickle jars when I'm too weak is basically I have to smack the top with a fucking spoon and go around it in circles and smack the shit out of it and make so much noise for it to, like, I don't know, do something with the air pressure to make it easier to open. It's so embarrassing every single time because everyone knows that I'm doing it.
Or else they die.
Now, thank
Do
you for the
notice that
19
men
months.
are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out on a date and you say no, that's it. These guys are told when a woman says no, that means no. And they're correct. So if you say no, you better f***ing mean no.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, a large percentage of men aren't even approaching women anymore. The amount of TikToks I have seen of women secretly filming men hitting on them and the men are not even being creepy. They're being pretty normal. Maybe they're a bit awkward. And the caption's like, this creep was hitting on me. Whoa, how dare him? Like, how do you think your parents met? How are people supposed to meet people nowadays? Tinder? Like, you can't just walk up to a girl or guy you think is cute anymore. You have to be swiping on them. I am afraid we have
I think that there was a post that went viral. This video is old, right? There's a post that went viral, I think like a month ago, about a girl complaining that some guy gave her a note at like a, I think it was like a workshop or something, and he asked her out basically like on a date or something, and she got so mad about it and basically called him a creep. And then the note was extremely innocent and nice, and I was just like, you know what? I don't think this guy's gonna fucking kill you if you say no. You know, I don't. You know what? It's just a vibe that I get. I think you can just say no, right? Like, I don't think you need to fucking take it to the internet and invite other people to shit on him when all he did was have the audacity to take a fucking shot in an innocent and respectful way.
Me too'd a little too close to the sun, and now the men are afraid of speaking to us. I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to rail me, and he said he was too tired, so we went to bed and I literally woke up to him jerking it. Honestly, I can't decide whose L this is. Is it her L because he didn't want to have sex with her? Or is it his L for being too lazy? Perhaps she lays there like a dead fish. I don't know. Maybe just work out your issue.
It's the woman's L because why do I know this about you? This is like a couples therapy thing, right?
Issues in private. Why is this even on TikTok? Wait, no, on second thought, do not work them out in private. This is great content. Please do keep posting. I got asked on a date today and I blocked the guy because he asked me what I wanted to do instead of just telling me. Listen, there is a reason women are so indecisive about things, about where to go, and especially about what to eat. It is in our blood. Back in the caveman times, we didn't have a choice. You hunted the mammals and you dragged them back to the cave. And that is what we ate. So you choose. You bringing home Chipotle.
Yeah, don't ever fucking ask me, what do you want to eat? Bring home the fucking ox. Bring home the boar. Bring home the fucking mammoth. I'll eat what you bring back. That's how biologically I developed. Panda every night? Well, you get it.
Is the modern man bringing home a mammoth carcass. One time I was gonna have sex with this dude after a concert, and we went to shower off, and I did this naked little jig and went, it's time to wash me holes, and he made me go home. No!
Damn, that's the man-L. That's the man-L. That's the man-L. You were about to get pussy. And it was even from a girl who had the audacity to make a joke. Damn, man-L. Man-L. I can't believe it. First man L.
Don't fumble the quirky girl, no! I'm out eating with this guy, and he took the bill, and I offered to pay, and he said, okay, here.
Oh.
I love this trend of women being like, I want this, and men being like, okay, and women being like, wait, no, not like that. For the love of God, just say what you mean! Men do not know how to play these mind games. These boys autistic out here. A guy wrote to me on Tinder calling me quite the catch because I like nachos and Always Sunny. So I wrote back saying, well, if you're impressed by that, you should see my tits. And he unmatched me. I literally have no idea what men want. See, this is a woman.
Because you were being a whore. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. You came across like a creep. I know you probably think that you can't be a creep if you're a woman, but if you're having like a first time convo with someone and you're like, want to see my tits? That's like if a guy said, want to see my cock. You're being creepy.
Who has on her mind that men want sex, 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 and nothing else. So she came out too strong right out of the gate and scared him off. I was on a blind date. The guy opened up Tinder while sitting there with me and was swiping on girls. I guess I wasn't interesting enough. Haha. Oof.
Oh.
A lot of pain in that, haha. What's the hardest thing you ever had to say?
Why would you put that?
It's me or...
Why is that in your... Wait.
A lot of pain in that was swiping on girls.
Isn't this Tinder? She just put this in her she's like, please take pity on me and date me. Oh my god.
I guess I wasn't interesting enough.
Actual femcel behavior.
Oof. A lot of pain in that, haha. What's the hardest thing you ever had to say?
Fuck, you people know a lot about these dating apps, don't you?
He took the
Cheating
PlayStation
horse.
over his marriage and 10-year relationship. Oh my god.
That's funny as fuck.
I always say if somebody offers you an ultimatum between them and something else, take the something else. But in this case, I don't know, a PlayStation? Like maybe there's more to the story, but ending a 10-year relationship and marriage over a PlayStation?
I just came to the realization why I'm single. Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive, I see their wives and they just look like so like, you know, not like this.
What?
You know, like, I pretend my tattoos are gone.
What?
That's why guys don't want to wife me up. I thought these men wanted like, you know, big, strong, tough girls.
Okay, so first of all, she will find a man, okay? She's adorable, she's self-aware, she's just a little quirked up white girl with tattoos. Who doesn't like a little quirked up white girl with tattoos? I personally love tattoos, I love piercings. If I wasn't such a pussy, I would look like this. In high school, I was so determined to get an Avenged Sevenfold logo on the back of my neck.
Oh my god.
So happy that didn't happen. But anyway, some men do like her style, and trust me, judging by the internet, men love muscle mommies. But if she's not attracting the type of men she wants, she could just easily soften up her style. She could take the nose ring out. She could put her hair down. I'm not gonna say L or W. This is kind of neutral. I'm leaning towards W because she's so self-aware about it. But I think she's gonna make it. We're all gonna make it, queens. If a man leaves you after you've cheated...
Man, I guess that is a problem for people who date. Like, when your style is alternative, but you're looking for, like, the fucking sweet, innocent puppy boyfriend, that's pretty fucking crazy. Because usually the sweet puppy boyfriend wants a sweet puppy girlfriend. Damn. That's rough. Good thing I'm never going to date and ever deal with this shit ever. Thank fucking God.
Clearly wasn't a real man. Real men would work through it and help you become a better woman. They accept you with all your flaws.
What?
When I thought my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his dad, but actually he was just planning on his proposal to me and ruined.
I was mostly just laughing at the women, but these two make me fucking mad. I hope it's fake. I hope it's fake and that you're lying, because maybe you're advertising like an OnlyFans or some shit, because I think you just wanted to cheat. You were looking for an excuse to cheat. And when you found one, you hopped on it because you wanted to cheat. Because you're a fucking whore.
What? When you go through his phone to see if he's cheating, but you find screenshots of you cheating. When you checked his phone to see if he's cheating, but found nothing, then suddenly he said, my turn. Listen. If your partner wants all of your passwords and constantly wants to see your phone, reads all your texts and wants access to all your accounts all the time, and accuses you of cheating on them randomly, that's most likely projection, and they are cheating on you. Not all.
And it's always women who do that shit. It's always fucking women who do that shit. I feel like I'm going insane when I'm on TikTok and I see this shit, and they're all like, oh, there's no reason you should have a lock on your phone. You should have a lock on your phone. I should be able to go through your texts whenever I want. No, you're fucking insecure. And you're doing the thing. You're acting like a fucking cheater. How do they not realize
they
this
have trust
shit?
issues, maybe from a different relationship. In these cases, yes, it was projection.
But it's a problem.
Mom of two leaves her husband of 14 years for a stranger she was convinced was her soulmate after one magical night at a conference, only to be ghosted by him. I'm sorry, are we supposed to feel bad for
Deserved.
this bitch? Because I don't. Men, if the DNA confirms the baby is not yours, it doesn't change the fact that you must take responsibility of the baby. Women go through a lot in marriages, and women deserve better.
Why did the video suddenly become rage bait? It was kind of funny, but now it's rage bait.
What? Woman, 37, stabs husband multiple times after finding explicit photos of another woman that turned out to be her when she was thinner. No!
That's horrible and funny as fuck at the same time.
What it feels like to be loved. I can't wait to make you my wife someday. It's gay shit like that that makes me want to cheat. Women be like,
Damn, I should have saved this video for last because I'm getting angry.
wow, thanks! This is why it's so f***ing hard to convince men to open up. I hope and pray this king has found someone who actually appreciates him. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Girl, that isn't your average hoe. That's—
Stop, no, read the comment. Read the fucking comment. Nah, man, she up 2-0. You gotta start playing some offense.
When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Girl, that isn't your average hoe. That's your arch nemesis. You need to either defeat her in battle or commit seppuku right now. No other way.
Defend your fucking honor.
I suggested an open marriage to my husband to spice up our sex life. He then fell for his lover and I was heartbroken. Many such cases. Woman wants to open up the marriage, man finds someone else
marriages sound like
and leaves
coke
with
to
her.
me.
Because as soon as you open up the marriage, he's not gonna take it seriously anymore because you're not taking it.
I think once you open up the marriage, you basically have to admit to yourself that you're married for, like, legal purposes. You're married because it's convenient to be married, and you're basically done with the marriage, and that's why it's open.
Seriously anymore. And a lot of people just can't be polyamorous. They can only be monogamous. They can only give their love and intimacy to one person at a time. So L. Common open marriage L. Getting 2 jobs and telling my boyfriend that I'll work 70 hours a week so I can pay the bills so he can find his dream job to find out he was cheating on me on the days I worked 16 hours. When he went on Tinder right in front of me an hour after taking my virginity. I nursed my cheating husband back to health from severe brain trauma. Then he cheated again. Okay, so I know this is about women posting their L's, but goddamn, these men ain't shit. No wonder there's so many insane, broken harpies coming at me when I talk about male loneliness. And no wonder there are so many men who think all women are lying whores.
I'll just stay a virgin forever. I'll just stay a virgin forever. Chatty, I promise to you now, I don't want to be that girl who, like, loses her virginity and then the guy's on Tinder next to her in bed. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it. It's like my little toy. It's like my little treasure, okay? I'm gonna keep it.
Y'all are destroying yourselves. Stop cheating. Is it that hard to not f someone? I don't think so. Look at my audience. Follow people who haven't done that.
I mean, the whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment.
My chatty
really
gets hella
liked the
bitches.
guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart. It was fun.
So did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
Demon! Be gone, vile woman! Congratulations, you have created another person with trust issues. People like this should be in jail. People like this should be in prison. People like this should be thrown in the pit. Remembering the time he came home and told me he cheated on me, so I slept with him and made him tell me I was better. When I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me, instead of breaking up—
Shoot. Some of this has to be like fucking OnlyFans models who are just like, I'm posting NTR fetish content.
He had me and the other girl give speeches on why he should stay with either of us, and when he chose me, I took him out to dinner and got him thank you presents. Never was much of a romantic. I used to beg him to stop cheating on me by giving him money. Me remembering the time I walked in on my boyfriend cheating on me and I left and came back 5 minutes later and asked to join. They declined. Women, get some self-respect. Holy shit, I would say you could do better, but—
She lives in my brain.
Honestly, I don't know anymore. Turn up the cheat. All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger. First of all—
Yeah, look at that. Super sexy.
Did it? Second of all, this is the kind of shit the average woman has blasting into her mind 24/7. And you wonder why like 45% of them are destined to be single in 2030. And on the flip side, you have all these like manosphere red pill people excusing cheating, but that's a video for another day. Is the man I'm cheating with lying to me like he does to his wife? Yes! Yes, he is. Next, I've cheated on—
If you're knowingly, like, sleeping with somebody who you know is cheating on his wife, why do you expect anything? Like literally a modicum of truth. Why do you think that that's owed to you? You're already scum of the fucking earth, and so is he. So why do you expect any type of truth from him? That's silly.
Every single one of my significant others. Would you still take a shot? Fellas, Would you take a shot? I swear to God, women with big titties can get away with anything. The power dynamic of the world is this. The peasants, the rich, the elites, the deep state, women with big titties. Broke up with my boyfriend who loved me so I could hook up with my coworker that I've had a huge crush on since forever, who just got out of a 3.5-year relationship. All to get pumped and dumped. Thinking about how my perfect first boyfriend who was nice and bought flowers and gifts and planned surprise dates and never followed girls on social media, and how I dumped him because I was bored and went off to date men who literally abused and cheated on me, LMA.
This is crazy. I love how she puts in never followed girls on social media. There's no situation in which a man would be following a girl on social media unless he was having cheating thoughts. Very true. This is a normal standard to have. Rumba mine, thank you for the 30 months, by the way, blah blah.
Thinking about the time I left a man who would do anything to make me happy for a literal bum. When I had a boy that had loved me unconditionally since we were 13, flies across the country to surprise me, and after 2 years still supported me and worshipped me, and I let him down for a lying, cheating piece of shit. I'm starting to suspect there's not a male loneliness epidemic.
I think some people get what they deserve.
Avoiding these evil bitches epidemic. This video was turning me into a misogynist. I always thought the woman leaving the nice guy for the bad boy and getting her heart broken was a silly trope. Like, I knew it happened, but I didn't know it happened this much. L's all around. Throw these women in the pit. I hope these guys find women who appreciate their niceness, because believe it or not, despite popular belief, most women do like that. I asked him how tall he was, and he said, I'm 5, and I immediately hung the phone up. Turns out he's 5'11". How do I apologize?
You don't. You don't. Shit yourself now. Keep yourself safe.
I rejected this sweet guy various times, then a couple months later, he's dating someone new. Then once I got home, I cried. The time my prison pen pal came out of jail, me once and never spoke to me again after 2 years of telling me he loved me and wanted me to be in his life forever.
What did you expect?
What? Your prison pen pal? You're telling me the convict in jail was not a good person? Of all people? I left my husband because the sex was boring. Now I'm having the same problem with my new partner. There is a common factor here. He proposed. Aw, that's nice. To the girl he dated after me. Oh, I know we all let our dogs eat us out at least once. I'm sorry, we? Us?
What?
Who is this us and we you speak of? One time after me.
Wait.
Oh,
you know what? I don't think that's a white woman. Would everyone like to apologize? I don't think that's a white woman. Would anyone like to say sorry to me? Anyone? I'll wait. It's the lighting? Are we coping? Like, what? I don't know her race, obviously.
No, we all let our dogs eat us out.
But there is a non-zero chance that this is not a white woman.
At least once. I'm sorry.
Will, thank you for the 10 months.
Who is this us and we?
Oh shit.
While he was in prison.
I did a photo shoot with a model who had a guy's name tattooed across her back. When I asked her about it, she said, well, it seemed like a good idea while he was in prison. I hope you're joking.
I'm sorry. We? Us? Who is this us and we you speak of? One time I was riding a dude and he pressed my bladder, so I ended up peeing all over him for a solid minute, and after I said, I'm claiming my territory. I pee in the shower so frequently that my feet are dyed yellow. I left my underwear on the bathroom floor after my shower the other day, and now there's ants eating my discharge. I'm not showing.
This is proof that, like, all of the nasty shit that you've seen on 4chan, like the fucking guy who came inside of the jar with the My Little Pony and made it smell rancid, women are doing the same shit, but they're posting it on Twitter instead.
Doing this, but it's literally just dirty underwear with ants all over it. You know, growing up, I was always told, like, oh, boys are the smelly, messy gender, and I don't know about that. Confession, one time somebody nutted in my mouth and his semen was chewy. I held back tears. Oh god, this one made me gag. Whose L is this? Is this hers or the man's? I don't even know. See a fucking doctor. Okay guys, I really need
chewy? Like, what is the texture supposed to be like?
Pyre.
Maria Sama, thank you for the tier 3 and the 2 months.
Help. Every check from my sugar daddy bounced. Wells Fargo is closing my accounts and I'm gonna owe them a lot of money. Like thousands and thousands. I'm in a full-blown panic right now. I don't know what to do. You know, as a socialist, I really hate to say this, and I wish we lived in a different society and didn't have to give all our time and our life to this labor under this evil capitalist system, but get a f***ing job, bitch! I spent $20K on plastic surgery to try to get a man, but it hasn't worked. I've been single for 7 years. Well, you went from cute and unique to like cookie cutter Kardashian alien, but perhaps it is not the way you look. Maybe it is something else. You do not have to look like a blow-up doll to find love. In fact, you're more likely to not find love.
Yeah.
Looking this way. $25,000 L. Everyone my age is having children, buying houses, and getting married. And I'm just over here crying with happiness that I got to hear Hillary Clinton say, human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights in person.
Dr. Jennifer Cassidy, Oxford diplomat. This is a great anti-advertisement for Oxford. Go to any other university.
You don't have kids? How old are you? Me, 31. That surprises me. I'd be lost without my kids. I mean, how do you find meaning in life? Me. Marvel keeps coming out with films, so I have that. Average millennial. Reject love and family. Embrace corporate media slop. Okay, it's one thing to just not want kids. It's another to cope like this. At least I have Marvel movies. At least I have Hillary Clinton. Bleak. Thinking about the fact that I offered him $100 a week to add me back on Snap and talk to me, and he said no. I was so ready to pay that too. I still am. I will still pay you to add me back. Please, I'm begging. Could you imagine this reversed? Like men paying money to talk to a crazy woman?
No one would ever do that. No one would do that. That's so silly. What are you talking about?
Oh wait. That's like 60% of my Discord.
I'm Rhea.
Donnie, nice to meet you.
Fun fact about Donnie, he's a Marvel nerd. Are you into Marvel?
You know what? No. Like, my brother watches them, but I just can't get into anime. Like, okay.
Like, you can't not like Marvel. It's amazing.
No!
There's so many different
I really thought he was gonna defend anime, but instead he defends Marvel. They're both L. Both a fucking L. Both sides L as fuck. So Soldier, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. GMP, thank you for the 1 gift sub. And Mr. Majub, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it.
things, and it's
yeah,
not
no one would ever do that,
like
especially
a
not
bunch
you,
of
right,
superheroes
Czar?
who try to save everybody.
Oh no. We need to hook this guy up with the other woman who's like 31 and single and only looks forward to Marvel movies. They are a match made in heaven. When I remember that I basically begged a dude
There's someone for everyone out there, man. This is actually so hopium-pilled.
who had his mattress on the floor and a plastic jug full of loose change on his mantle to be with me, and he said no. Still can't believe I f***ed a guy who made me drink water out of a Tupperware container. I f***ed a guy with actual shit on his floor. Okay, this is why so many women think men aren't improving or putting in a lot of effort, because they don't have to. They can have literal shit on their floor and you will f*** them. How are women's standards so high and
It's pretty crazy. The fact that, like, women will criticize men for certain behaviors, but then they fuck and sleep with and date those same fucking men. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is and break up with these people if it bothers you so much? Because you're sending the wrong signal when you date them anyway.
simultaneously so low? I'm a liberal. It's hard to find masculine men to date who aren't conservative. Ladies, stop f***ing thinking you need your man to align with you completely. Because you know who's gonna align with you completely? A woman.
Yeah.
A woman with bipolar disorder. Woman marries a dog after 200...
Me when I relate a little bit too much to the quirky anime girl with bipolar disorder in the fucking needy streamer overload game. Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't say anything about me.
20 failed relationships with men. The fate of every lonely man is suicide, and the fate of every lonely woman is marrying her dog. Unfortunately, I can't make a cute recap video of this year because I spent 2022 ugly crying over my ex, quit my job, ended up in the psych ward, and got an STD. It really does need to be studied why women love posting their L's. My theory is that, like, women's go-to humor is self-deprecation. Like, female comedians do it often. Even me, like, I'm constantly making self-deprecating jokes in videos.
Yeah,
so it could be that, or it could be just, like, a cry for help or attention. I have no idea, but what I do know is you couldn't beat this shit out of a man. So that was that, whatever that was. Wait, I guess I'll leave you guys with a question. Post one of your biggest L's. Did you ever fumble a relationship? Did a girl flirt with you 10 years ago and you didn't realize she was flirting until now? If you want to support the channel, please consider donating to my
I can't believe this video has caused so much controversy and hatred from women when all it is just screenshots of women doing weird shit. and her making fun of them. She's not even making a statement on women in general. She's just making fun of dumbass posts. And yet people were mad about this video. People were angry. One of my L's, I got you. I met a girl at a fancy hotel bar back in 2016. I struck up a conversation and asked her what she was doing at the hotel, and she told me that she had organized a conference at the hotel with all the big players in the world to talk about green energy and sustainability. She asked me what I do, and I said, I made Goat Simulator. It's a video game about being a goat. She walked away before I could even tell her about multiplayer and our latest DLC. Woman L. That's not a man L. It's a woman L. Huge woman fucking L. Huge woman fucking L. A girl grabbed my shoulders. I walked past her in a bar and said, damn, you can't be walking past me all handsome like that. I looked at her and said, I'm sorry, and walked away. She was stunning too. Damn. That one hurts.